Hello, this is Mr. Tjauw, and this week for Whakatipu Awatanga or STEM, I'm going to show you how you can make a simple stop motion animation in a space no larger than 2 meters squared. The good thing about this lesson is that it can be done inside the classroom, inside your bedroom, or outside of the classroom, or outside somewhere around your house. The first thing that you'll need is to launch the Stop Motion Animator app from Google Play. This can be launched on Chromebooks and other laptops like MacBooks. All you need to remember is to launch the app from the Google Chrome browser. The great thing about this app is that you don't have to log in or send in any details or register through an email. It is completely free and anonymous. So let's go and see how to do it. Okay, so I now have my Google Chrome browser open, and the first thing I'm going to do is I am going to type into the Google search Stop Motion Animator, and you can see that I've already got it. So Stop Motion Animator is there, and I am going to click on Stop Motion Animator Google Chrome, and it will bring me to the extension or the Chrome website. And right on the far right corner in this blue is Launch App. So the app is now launched, and what you see now is it's turned on my camera and it has all the options on the right hand side, and so we are now going to get started. So let's see what all the options are. So the first one that we have is the on and off button. This option simply freezes and unfreezes your webcam. The next option button is your capture button. This obviously takes a picture when you click on it. The next button is the undo button. So when you take a picture and you don't like it, you can press this button to undo the last picture that you took. The option play stop button simply plays your stop motion animation that you have made so far. Very useful tool to figure out whether you are doing a good job or a bad job. The next button, as you can see, there is a rubbish bin there. So the clear button simply means that it will erase or delete all of your pictures that you have done so far. Okay, so you've got to remember that if you want to delete the entire thing, this is your option. The next button is the record audio button. The record audio button simply records your voice or any soundtracks that you want to add onto your stop motion animation after you've made it. Not during, but after you've made it. The clear audio button is the option if you want to delete and erase your narration or your soundtrack because you may have done something wrong. The next button is obviously a very important button. It is the save button. So the save button saves your animation when you are finished or during your process when you are making it. So I would suggest that you save your animation every chance you get. The next button and the last button is the load button. The load button simply means that you can upload pictures from your file in your Chromebook or your laptop, so you can make a stop motion animation from those pictures. Down below the screen we have a continuum from slow to fast, and simply you can move this button down here, this option here, to make your animation go faster or slower. Okay, and that is actually quite a cool, useful tool. Some people like to make theirs go slow for fighting scenes, and some people might like to make their animations go fast to make them look really, really cool. And you can only do this option once you have completed your entire animation. Before we start our very first animation, I'm just going to show you a quick tutorial on how to make one using this app. Okay, so you can see that my cursor is going up to the capture option. This will, if I press on the button, it will take my very first picture. So I'm just going to take a picture of myself for the animation. Okay, so you can see that I am now animated, my very first one, the tongue sticking out a little bit. Okay, so that's my very first picture. You can still see me in the background, a ghost figure in the background still talking. Okay, so this is called the onion effect. It just means that it's making a layer upon layer upon layer. So that is my very first layer, and now I can do my second layer by doing something else. Okay, that is my second picture. You can see it's pretty freaky. Now I'm going to do a different picture. Okay, a little bit scary, unhappy face. Now a different picture. Okay, and different picture. And cross eyes. Okay, so now I will play it and we'll see how satisfied I am with the end result. Okay, it's going a little bit too fast, so what I can do is at the bottom of the picture there is a slow option and a fast option, and so it's basically a continuum. All I need to do is move this little circle to the faster to make it go really fast, or make it go slow or extremely slow. So I'm just going to put it around here, and then I'm going to play again and see if I'm satisfied with the speed of my animation. Okay, so I'm happy with the speed, so my next step is just to save it. So I will go down to save, and it should save on my files in my desktop. If I am not satisfied with it, then I can clear it and basically start all over again. Okay, so hopefully you understood all that. Let's go on to our next step. Okay, so I've set up my very first stop motion animation. I've got my laptop with the screen pointing down, where the camera can see just that blank space just in front of the laptop, because I am going to use the items of coloring pencils to do my first animation. They're going to slowly move into frame and do a little circular pattern. So let's get started. I'm going to first take my very first shot with a blank space in the front, pressing down on the capture button, and then I can start putting all of my coloring pencils into frame. So they're going to be moving from out of frame into frame from the side. So they should all now be in shot. I can check by looking at the picture on the screen. Yes, they're all on shot, so I can take my second picture. Okay, and now I'm going to move them a little bit forward, one at a time, making sure that they are all nice and even, and I can take my next shot, and that is the process. So now I'm going to fast forward the rest of the process so you can see how to do it, and you will see me moving these coloring pencils one by one. After I've moved them, I will take a single shot each time. Here we go. So I'm just going to show you very quickly how we can do one with a piece of paper. So I've just got a normal piece of paper starting right in front of the webcam, and then I'm going to take my very first capture or shot. And then the second one is I'm just going to rip off another piece, a small piece, sorry, and just separate it from the other pieces. And this will be my second shot. And then I'm going to rip off another piece. This will be my third shot.
And so basically I'm going to rip up the entire thing to make it look like it's all just ripping up, and then I'll do a little bit of a dance with the pieces of paper. Very simple, very easy. The item is easy to get a hold of because it's basically from your book or your refill.